Okay, everyone, I'm going to move this mat because everything gets stuck to it and then I can't do anything. Okay, so I'm going to do something very different. Sorry if I just hit my camera. I think something hit my camera. But anyways, I'm going to do something very different for my channel. I am going to make 5 page kits. I just have a giant stack of pattern paper here. So I'm going to make 5 page kits with pattern paper and 1 big kit to work from. And those 5 page kits and 1 kit, I will be sharing the process of how I make them, how I select pattern papers and what to go together, etc. And then for the big kit video, I will be sharing how many layouts I made. Even if I don't film them all, I will keep track of how many layouts I made with it and what layouts they are, and I'll do a layout share. Ideally, I would like to film them though. So hopefully I have time for that. So today I'm going to start with pattern paper. I quite literally just grabbed a stack of paper. Most of this is my order from Scrapbook Generation from their end of year sale, and then some other paper that I just had lying around, most of which is from the Vicky Boutin All the Good Things collection. So this pattern paper is new, old, everything in between. So we'll see what I can put together with it. Hopefully something. I'm just trying to angle my mat so that it looks straight. My camera is a little bit crooked. So if I angle my mat, then I can have my paper actually straight on my desk. Anyways, so I'm just going to go through this paper. I know that on the top here I have a bunch of orange and green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a couple multicolored prints. And then from that print, I'm going to decide what papers I want to put with it. So for this one, I think I'm going to put this one into a page kit, not a full kit, because these are not my favorite colors to work with. So a page kit is easier for me to match things with. So for this one, you can see I have navy blue, orange, a reddish orange, a red, an aqua, a light blue, and a yellow. So lots of colors to choose from. The back is a really, really nice red polka dot. It's kind of an orangey red. So that is going to be paper number 1 for my page kit. So I'm just going to set it off to the side as I look for things. One thing to keep in mind is that this is cream. It's not white. It is cream. So anything that I pull to go with that will have to be cream. So this is from the same collection. It's a green tone-on-tone star print. So I know that this will match. However, this is stars and this is stars. So I don't really want to put them together. So for now, I'm going to put that to the side. This one is pink, so it's not going to work. This one is from the same collection. It's not stars. It's a beautiful green color. The back is a confetti print, multicolored confetti print. But this side I'm going to put into my kit. Also, I'm going to keep in mind that I have this star paper also has red on the back. Now, red and green will often be Christmassy. I'm not going to scrapbook Christmas photos with this, so I may not use that red polka dot with this paper. The next paper I'm going to put in here is an orange star print. I know I eliminated the other one because it was a star print. However, I really, really like this orange with the green and the multicolor. So I'm going to put these together, and I'm going to pull some navy blue cardstock and some yellow cardstock. The hope is that I will be able to make 2 layouts with these 3 papers. Because I'm going to use this. Sorry, there's just a really strange noise in my house. This orange star print with the green and this multicolor star print with these ones. And then I'm going to use the multicolor star print, the red polka dot, and the orange star print to make another layout. So that will make 2 pages. And I will pull some cardstock. I just don't have it here. It's right over there on my shelves. So I will use that for one layout. And I'm just realizing that I really should have grabbed something to put my chosen papers in. That's okay. Alright, so for my next paper, I'm just going to thumb through here, see if anything really catches my eye. For something to pull out to base a page layout off of. Okay, I'm going to go with this one because again it has some really pretty colors in it. It has a navy blue, a pink, a green, an aqua, and a yellow, and a red. So actually pretty much the same colors that I was just using on the other one. Only different shades. This is a very, very light, bright green. And it is on white. So the first thing I see is, oh, this pink is a really, really nice combination between the pink and the red, but it's a cream polka dot. Not going to work. Let's see. That is cream. Need to get to some white papers. I don't really like the way that that looks with it. I thought I might, but I don't. Okay, so I'm going to make this my background paper and use this as an accent color. And then I think I'm going to either pull the green or a pink to go with it. Now these are all full sheets of paper because I just got all this paper. But if you don't have, if you want to use scraps instead of full sheets, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to put, oh, I don't want stripes though. I was going to put that paper in with it because it had a good color on both sides, but I don't want to use stripes. So, keep going, keep going. I want to save that one for a background page, and I know that I do, so I don't want to use it right away. Sorry, this is a large stack of paper and it's hard to flip through with one hand. Like just holding it with one hand like this. Okay, I'm going to put this paper in with it because I really like that it has the light pink, but it also has a darker pink. So that opens up a lot of possibilities if I want to, for embellishments. So then I have a light pink, an aqua, a green, and a darker pink that I can use with it. Plus I love this darker pink with this navy. The back of this is, I'm not going to use it. So that is kit number 2 for page kits. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing. Once again, find a paper, a multicolor print to start with, something that pulls my attention, and then go from there. And I actually know which one I'm going to select. I love this paper so much. It is a rainbow chevron, so you can pull any color you want out of it. I am going to make it even brighter and choose the pink that I have also from that collection. So I have a bright pink and a rainbow, and quite honestly I will probably pull in some white cardstock to use with this because this is a white card base. The background are these little ladybugs, but I find it very hard on my eyes. It's like a pink on an aqua, and it's very, you'll see the back is just a trellis type print. So I'm going to make that my next page kit, and keep in mind I'm going to pull some white cardstock with it. The back of this one is a green pattern that I am not fond of, but I think that with this rainbow print and white cardstock, that will give me a lot of options for pulling in journal cards and embellishments to go with that. So some of my page kits have only have two pattern papers. Typically, if I'm making a page kit, I will select one multicolored print, one background paper, and one accent color, or something that is from the multicolored print that matches. So this time I'm going to start with this as my background paper. No, I'm not choosing a multicolored print. I just really like this as background paper and I want to use it. So let's see what I want to put with this. I'm actually going to choose this cut apart sheet because I really want to use this red and aqua combination with it. So instead of putting the whole sheet in, I'm just going to grab my scissors and just cut apart this this one journaling card just to throw in with it, because then as I'm flipping through my papers, I know that I still have this full sheet, or I can use something from the back of it. Because the back is a really lovely pattern. It's like a craft in pink. So I'm just going to put that in with it, and I'm just going to set this over to the side on top of, well, being honest, on top of a pile of crap that's sitting on my desk. I really need to clean my desk, guys. It's a real struggle, I gotta tell you. This is from the same collection as that cut apart sheet, and I was hoping there would be more red in it. The back is a really pretty teal doily print, but I was hoping for more red. So let's keep going and see what I can find. This is something that I do often for when I'm going to crops. I will make up some page kits. I'm going to put some yellow in with this, I think. I'm just going to see what I have in red. I don't think I have a lot of red pattern papers. That's why I say I'm going to put the yellow in with it. And maybe just use some red embellishments as to punch that color in. Because I don't scrapbook with red too much. It's not a color that I buy. I do have this paper though, but it's another polka dot. So I'd have two large polka dots and a tiny polka dot. See what happens when I take this one out. Okay, I can work with that. And then I think, actually, I'm going to put this navy in with this combination. So I have a navy, aqua, and red combination. Normally I would do navy, aqua, and pink, but I don't have pink in there. So that's 4 page kits. I'm going to do one more and then make a large kit. So let's see. Let's just flip through here and see if there's a paper that I really want to use as a background. I really want to use those ones, but I don't really feel like using those pastel-y colors right now. Okay. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to go with teal and pink because I really like that combination. It's my favorite combination for colors. And then I'm going to maybe select a multicolored print that has both teal and pink in it. Hopefully I have one in this pile. One would think that I do. However, I'm not sure that I do. So while I'm looking through this, I'm going to tell you about some stuff that I'm planning on doing for my channel. So if you are unaware, I have recently left my job. Oh, that's very, very bright together. Maybe not. I did leave my job to explore the possibility of doing YouTube as a more full-time thing. So just as a side note, I chose this plaid paper here because it has it has a lighter version of this teal, which is actually in the little arrow print, and it has a light pink and a dark pink, and it has a navy blue, which I thought might be a good option if I want to matte my photos instead of using a black. So that's my 5th page kit there, all assembled. Okay, so for my channel, I am planning on making lots of videos. I have a whole bunch of videos filmed. I just have to edit them. So that's what my plan is. So I will come up with a schedule at some point for my channel. I just have not yet. So now on to a full kit. So what I keep in mind to make a large kit is that I know that I'm going to want some pattern paper as backgrounds. So I am probably going to have more pattern paper in my kit than if you use mostly cardstock as your backgrounds. I will pull in some cardstock for this as well. I will probably put white cardstock, maybe black, depending. I know that there's some black paper here, so maybe black, depending on what other patterns I'm pulling out. And then depending on what the other colors are in the kit, I might pull in like an aqua or a pink or just regular cardstock or navy, depending on what is featuring in the kit. So that's one thing. I tend to pull out papers that I want to use as a background. So I know I want to use this as a background. Right away I see this paper, which is, that's the back of this paper. And I know that this would be a really good paper to put in my kit because I can cut these out and use them as embellishments. So right away, I know I'm going to have a color scheme of teal, yellow, and pink. And probably black and white. So there is like this orangey coral color in here, but I don't think in this periwinkle color. I don't know how much of it I will pull in if I'm using the teal. So that's two things. Background paper, cut apart paper to use as embellishments. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick up this paper so that I can put this at the top of the screen there. So those are both from Vicki Boutin's Anything Goes collection. I'm going to put this paper in. I might take that one out. I'm going to put this one in because both sides would be really, really useful for my kit. I'm going to put this one in too because, again, it could be a background page, or I could cut it up to use as a accent. But I think I'll probably end up using this as a background. And it's kind of like a mint green color. It's sort of a mixture between mint green and aqua, a light aqua. There's a darker shade of teal. It's very, very similar to this shade of teal. Now, let's see what I can find. I'm going to pull this in because it has lines on it. That's another thing I look for when I'm making a kit, is something that has lines on it that I can cut up and put on several layouts so I have somewhere to write. Okay, I'm going to move away from the Vicky Boone collection. I'm going to put this paper in because it has this wonderful, wonderful pink on the side, but it has a really, oh, maybe I'm not going to put this in. These are all very off-white, and this is very, very white. Okay, I'm not going to put that one in for now, but I'm going to put it on top of my pile so that I can add it in should I wish. I set that one there for now. I'm not sold on it though. Trying to look for more papers that I can cut apart. I don't have anything that really I can cut apart into journaling boxes yet. My pages are sticking together here and I'm not sure why. Oh my goodness, they are very stuck together. So let's see. I have a lot of teal paper in this pile. I'm going to put this paper in as a background because the back is this really, really pretty wood grain tone-on-tone pattern, or I could use it with this check pattern. So that one will make a really good background paper. So that's only 3 background papers for this kit. Just going through my big stack here, seeing what other papers could fit in with this color scheme to be used as a background. And I'm very aware of the fact that I have a lot of aqua in this collection already. Okay, I'm going to put this one in here just as a hot pink option because I really, really like hot pink, this darker teal and yellow as a color combination. So I'm going to set that one there, which also opens up some further options for me in terms of additional paper that I could bring in that's more of this tone. However, I'm still looking for paper that I could cut apart. It's not looking so good, I must admit. That yellow really isn't a good match, but this cut apart sheet could work. I'm going to set it on top of my pile with that other paper that I wasn't sure about. And I'm just going to look through this pile again. If I don't find anything that I'm liking for another cut apart sheet, then I will go to my very wide selection that I have on my paper shelves right behind where my camera is. So I don't have to go far to look for paper, and I will probably just grab one stack of paper. I sort my paper by collection. Okay, I went to my paper stash and I, well, first of all, I eliminated a couple papers from this because I just didn't like the way that they went with the overall feeling of it. So I did remove the floral cut apart sheet. I know that that's what kind of started this whole paper kit, but I wasn't really feeling it. So I removed that one, and I removed the corally colored paper too. So then I went to my paper racks, which are right behind my camera, and I went to the, well, first thing I pulled out was this Simple Stories So Fancy cut apart page. It has pink, it has yellow, it has a lined paper. However, it also has navy blue and it has some purple. I don't know if I'll pull in the purple. I might not. It might be like a contrasting embellishment color for a couple pages. It also brings in a craft color, which is really nice because then I can put craft cardstock in with this paper collection. And then I went to my Chamel, this is Chamel's first two collections on my paper rack. So this is the Chamel collection, and also I have True Stories as well. Paper, because it had a lot of aqua and pink in it. So I pulled out this one to use, and then I pulled out this one, which mine got a little wet at the top. So mine is slightly damaged, but it'll still work, particularly as a paper to cut apart, because it has this film strip on the back of it, which would be really good for embellishment. So I can use either side of this paper. It's a really good color match to this paper here. So that's another one that I can add for cut apart. And while I was in that paper rack, I found this one, which is pink with gold hearts on it. So I thought, wow, that would be a really nice background paper for something different. Right beside my Chamel paper rack is crepe paper. This has some colors that are not in this collection or this kit, but I thought it might be a good one to pull out. The only one that I can see not using is this green and maybe this corally orange pink color that's here. The rest of them, even this darker teal color, the darker teal color is featured in this Chamel paper. It's a very, very close match. So I pulled that out to use as another cut part paper. And then I was right by my Simple Stories paper, and this one caught my eye. However, when I flipped it over to the back, it's this beautiful notebook paper. Same with this wood grain paper. I can either use it as wood grain, or it's an off-white, which is a very, very good match to this Chamel paper. Lined paper. So I pulled those two in for some writing. And then I grabbed, at that point I just grabbed my whole Chamel shelf. Or the True Stories and original. So I don't have very much left from her original collection. I might have the paper pad. So this is all I have left from the original Chamel collection, and this is a specialty paper with the gold glitter stripe on it. So these are the fronts, and this is the back. So I think I'm going to pull this paper in because, one, I really like to have some word paper in my kit, and two, I can use the back as a cut part. So I'm going to put this one in, and then I can see that this kit is becoming a lot of aqua. So then I want to look for something that is not aqua. Is this True Stories? No, that's in the wrong spot. So I do have more from the original Chamel collection than I thought. My True Stories paper was just in the wrong spot, as it were. This one True Stories paper was in the wrong spot. That pulls in navy, yellow, and red. But I could always cover up these red flowers if I don't want to use them. I'm going to set that one to the side for now. So there's a lot of pink. This collection, this one is the teacups. Really, really love the teacups. So much. Again, love the coffee cups so much. Don't really want more aqua in my collection. I think this might be a one from the paper pad. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Cut apart sheet with journaling cards and title cards. So I'm going to put that in. It has the yellow, it has the navy. It does have some red. That's okay. I can just pull in a couple more pages with red. The back of it is a camera print, which I can also cut up and use maybe for like this card, which I know I won't use, or this card I know I won't use. So I'm going to put this one in. And then I'm going to see if I can find any more red to pull in. There's some red. Right away I see this paper, so I'm going to put that in. I don't like to overthink things. If it works and it matches, then put it in. I like that one, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, I'm going to put this one in because I have 3 of this paper in this packet, or in this stack of. So this is all that I will have left of my smell stack, and that's fine. I'm going to put this one in to use as a background. Okay, so I'm going to stop with paper for now. I don't think that I will add embellishments to my scrapbook kit because if I was going to a crop, I would. But quite literally, my embellishments, all I have to do is turn around and I can reach all of my die cuts, all of my washi tape, all of my puffy stickers, my flare badges are right behind me. So I'm not going to add in embellishments, but that's purely because I don't have to go anywhere to get them. So let's sort these out. So I have some cut apart papers. Trying to sort them into the various things that I look for when I'm making up a paper kit, so then I can share that with you. So I'm going to do that quick and then I'll come back. Okay, sorry if I just stuck my head in the way. This kit is significantly bigger than I thought it was going to be. And right away, the first thing that I do notice is that I don't have very many background papers. So right off the bat, I know that I'm going to need either more pattern paper for to use as backgrounds, and maybe I will just flip through this super fast. Like this can be used as a background paper. Since I do have a lot of papers from these collections, I don't use that one as background paper. Okay, so I did just add in a couple more pages to use as background. Just all from that same paper stack because I had lots of luck finding things for that paper stack. So for the backgrounds, I have one aqua navy dot. I have a bright yellow and white polka dot. A tone-on-tone pink. No, that's not the one. Tone-on-tone pink. A lined paper that is a pink with some flowers in the bottom corner. Now, pattern papers like this, sorry, it's out of frame. Pattern papers like this that have things in the bottom corner, I will generally cover up. I have a specialty paper. I'm not sure if I'll use this as a background paper or if I'll cut it into strips like this way. I might do that. The back would be a perfect background paper, but actually the more I look at it, the more I want to do that because I want to use the specialty paper on more than one layout. Okay, so a tone-on-tone pink check or the lighter pink wood grain. A tone-on-tone trellis print or a distressed background and a polka dotted background. So you can see that my background papers are very subtle colors, and for the most part they are just one color. Even if it's multiple tones of that color, it's just one color. So that's my background papers. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 background papers, and I know I'm going to pull in cardstock as well. So then for my cut apart pages, I'm just going to put this paper in with these ones. For my cut apart pages, I have a film strip paper. That's a Chanel print, and I can use either side of that. A Simple Stories So Fancy cut apart page. And when I showed it before, I forgot to show you that it is double-sided cut apart. So that is perfect. Crepe paper label sheet cut apart, and this does not match, but this side does. A Chanel True Stories journal card cut apart, and the back of it is a tone-on-tone camera print, because I know I'm not going to use these ones, this, or this on my scrapbook layouts, so I will cut the cameras from those pieces. Then I have a frame cut apart sheet from Chanel True Stories. And the back is a really lovely yellow, so whatever I don't use from the frames, I can use from the yellow. And then another cut apart sheet from Chanel. And I know that I won't use some of these on layouts, so on the back I will then turn it over to the back and get this pretty floral. Then I have some lined paper for journaling boxes. So I have 3 different options, 3 different shades of white. So, sorry, 2 of these are Simple Stories Basics. And this is Vicki Boutin, All the Good Things. And the back is a really, really pretty pink. Just doesn't quite match the pinks in my collection. But you never know. I might be able to fit it in. And the back of these are wood grain, so they will, of course, go with anything. Okay, then I have what I like to call my subtle patterned prints. So I have 4 subtle patterns. This one I'm going to cut into strips so that I get the gold, the pink, and the gold. The background is so pretty. And the backs of these are a grid, which is wonderful. Watering cans I likely won't use. This coral pink color, which doesn't fit in, and this one, which I won't use the back for because it is that specialty paper on the front. So I have 1 yellow, 2 aqua, and 1 pink. Then I have this really, really bold selection of pattern papers, and 1 that can be cut into horizontal strips. So I have this one from Authentique. It's from the Micro Basics collection. I can use either side of this one. This is Vicki Boutin, All the Good Things. This really cool confetti watercolor circle on this side. And the back, again, I can use either side of this. This is Chanel True Stories. It is the cut apart strip. And the back is a wonderful, wonderful tan and white polka dot. This is the original Chanel. It's aqua and pink and cream, which I can cut these into horizontal strips, or I can use the back and cut it apart for these little tan journaling cards. This is actually a calendar paper, if you are interested in that. I have used this paper before and just cut out the little boxes. So, in total, let's see how many papers I have pulled out for this bigger kit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 24 pattern paper in totals, but keep in mind several of these are going to be backgrounds. So these ones are all background prints, and the rest of them will be papers that I choose from my stash, or that I choose for this. I am going to add in some white cardstock and some navy cardstock, because there are navy accents on a few of the cut apart papers. So I will add in white cardstock, navy cardstock, I don't think I'll add in black because there isn't really a lot of black in here, only really on this crepe paper page. So I probably won't add in black. In terms of ink color, I'm not going to ink in brown, which is my go-to ink color. I'm going to ink in gray because I don't like the aqua, and sorry, I'm just trying to find my little foam thing for my gray ink, but it's not here. I don't like the aqua and brown together, so I will have to find my little ink applicator end for my gray ink. So I'll ink in gray ink. I do have some more inks here that I'm going to pull out to use with some stamps. So I have a navy ink and a really nice chalk ink in brown that will go very nicely with some of the pinks and the yellows in here. And the navy will go really nicely with the aquas. And of course I can stamp in gray. The other thing that I'm going to do is grab one 6x6 paper pad. Oh, and I can always stamp in black ink too. I have black ink beside me all the time if I decide to do so. I do have that bright pink paper, and the Chamel Glitter Girl collection would match really well. It has some purples that would go with that cut apart page. It has the bright pinks and it has aquas in it, so also definitely a possibility. Another possibility is the Pink Paisley Summer Lights collection. Gonna have to choose one of these eventually. I did have the Chamel original, or Chamel True Stories, I think, paper pad. Or did they have one for those collections? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Just going through these again really quickly. Although I don't know why, because I already have too many chosen. Do I have two of that paper pad in here? Oh, I do. What do you know? Okay. So, these are the ones that I've pulled out. I'm going to select maybe two of them. I'm for sure going to choose this one because it's almost done. And it'd be really good if I could use it up. Some of the colors don't really go with what I've selected, but this one will work. This one will work. That'll work. That one will work. That will not work. This will work. This one could work. I could make it work. That one could work. That one could work. That could work. Not so much that one. That one would work. That one I could cut apart and make work. That would work. And that one would work. So I'm going to pull out this one just to try and get it used up because I actually have a second one of this. So if I could get one of them used up, that would be great. This one is brand new. I actually bought it in London. I'm just going to flip through and see what colors are in here. And what motifs and things. I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out the couple papers that I want from this 6x6 pad because I don't want all of them. I do want a couple of them because the pinks are really, really nice. Nope, that one I just tore. So, but that's fine. Still usable. These really do not want to tear well out of this paper pad. I'm going to pull this yellow out because I only have one yellow paper in my kit at the moment. So I'm going to pull out this yellow from the pattern paper. Okay, and that's all I'm going to take from that one. So the next one that I have here is the Actually, this one may not work so well as I thought. I thought it might work because of the blues, but it's more of a, it's not really so much the teal blue. Although some of it is more saturated and it would work, but probably not my best bet. So I'm going to put that one back. Then I have the Glitter Girl collection, and I did pull some really, really bold colors out. So I think I'm going to leave this one out. One, because it's slightly embarrassing, but one, because I have several of the Glitter Girl 6x6 paper pads. So yeah, maybe I'll choose the one that has some missing out of it and put it in. And then this one is also new to me. This one I bought in the UK as well. And I think I'm going to throw it in because the patterns in here and the colors really, really match. And it has this like really saturated pink and teal color. And it has some specialty papers in it. And this is a fabric paper and some glitter paper. And it has some teals and pinks and mint greens. So I'm going to throw that one in too. So these will be really good to punch shapes out of. My punches are right beside me in a drawer down here. So that is what I'm going to use for my, for my kit. What I have here, I have some papers pulled out from that Tea Lightful pad from Pebbles, and the Amy Tangerine, what's left of this Rise and Shine paper pad. The Chamel Glitter Girl, whatever's left in this paper pad there, and then this one is brand new. I haven't used any out of it yet. So that's what I'm going to select as my kit. I will keep you posted on what I make with it. I will hopefully get the videos filmed. I will add in some cardstock, like I said, especially to use up the scraps as I get near the end. So that is my kit, and I hope you enjoy this video, and please stay tuned for more videos using this wonderful paper kit that I made and my 5-page kits that I also made in one just fell, that I made in a previous video. Thank you for watching. Bye!